Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also tuning in through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. This is part of our Music and News segment here at WYAD, and today we're sharing some finance tips. According to a recent Forbes survey, 38% of Americans are focused on improving their finances this year, making it the second most popular resolution this year. I think you guys can probably figure out what the first one is. So how can we become financially fit in 2024? Well, a surprising organization has expert commentary to share with us. It's coming from the U.S. Army. Joining us now to talk about it, we're excited to welcome Major Justin Erwin to our broadcast. He's the founder of the West Point Finance Club. He also advises and mentors soldiers on this topic. He's going to share with you guys some great tips as well. Major Erwin, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Hey, good morning. Hey, thank you for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. So I want to begin by talking about your role as an instructor at West Point. What has it been like for you to mentor cadets in the West Point Finance Club?
It's been a really rewarding and fulfilling opportunity to be here at West Point and mentor cadets here in the Finance Club. And really specifically, educating them on personal finance and financial literacy. It's not just for their own benefit, but I kind of see it as, these cadets will be, future lieutenants, officers in the Army, and really the benefit comes from them being able to identify soldiers having financial issues and how to remedy those issues, and all of that would contribute to readiness, overall readiness. So, as you mentioned, the first most popular resolution is probably losing weight or getting physically fit. That's what my guess is going to be.
Right.
And to join the Army, you do have to be physically fit, do have to be mentally tough. But, if a soldier's mind is on their financial issues, then they're not 100% committed to training. They're not 100% committed to the mission. So I kind of see it as, I'm educating on personal finance, but I'm also helping leaders being able to solve any issues that some of their soldiers have when it comes to anything financial related.
Yeah, and that's why we're glad to have you to be able to share some of those tips with us, Major Erwin. So let's begin there. Where should someone start when setting financial goals and resolutions for themselves this year?
So the best place to start is always the budget, and it sounds so simple, but if somebody has never really thought about it, then it could be a little tough or a little challenging to think about budgeting in a deep way. So think about budgeting, it's how much money that you make, and it's where does my money go? What type of expenses? Just an anecdote that I like to tell is when I was in command, we had a soldier that was experiencing some financial issues. So myself and the first sergeant, we sat him down and we said, hey, list out all your expenses. The first thing that came to his mind was his Xbox Live subscription. So it's kind of like where his thought process was. So as we were, chipping away at some of his expenses, we found he was overpaying for insurance. He had like a huge vehicle payment that he was making. And just getting through the budget helped us identify a potential solution. And then for most of us, really, we think about financial goals. Like I want to make a down payment on a car, a down payment on a house. And I find that budgeting actually informs what some of our financial goals are, or it helps us readjust some of our financial goals to help make it more realistic. And so what I would say is budgeting, it sounds very simple, but that is literally the best place to start.
Got you. And talk to us then, Major Erwin, as we mentioned, you are the founder of the West Point Finance Club, and what other ways does the Army support the financial well-being of its soldiers?
So the Army offers a financial well-being program. So they have financial counselors at no cost that they can provide to soldiers to help them if they have any financial issues. On top of that, these financial counselors can also be proactive. So if a soldier does have questions or if they do have financial goals that they're trying to achieve, they can work with a financial counselor as well. In addition to that, the Army has a mandate, a requirement to teach everyone, all service members, financial literacy and personal finance. And they do it during various points within their career. So they do it upon entry into the service, They do it at their first duty station. They re-educate on personal finance when they have a major life event, such as getting married or having to go move to a new duty station. So the Army does provide education, and they do provide access to financial counselors. And on top of that, Army offers a wide range of financial benefits and entitlements. So it's even more important that soldiers understand what they're entitled to.
Well, we're great to be able to have you here, Major Erwin, to be able to share some tips with our audience, but also we thank you for the work you're doing there at West Point with the Finance Club as well. Again, everyone, Major Justin Erwin has been our guest, helping you guys with some tips when it comes to how you can start setting those financial goals this year. Major Erwin, where can our audience go for more information?
The best place to find information is straight from the source. GoArmy.com. Not only does it have information on some of the financial benefits and entitlements that I mentioned, but it also has more information if anybody's curious about different jobs. I started off as a military intelligence officer, and I teach economics at West Point. So the Army may surprise some of the listeners as far as what job opportunities that they provide.
All right. Well, thank you again for that. We'll make sure we link that up for our audience, and looking forward to having you back on the broadcast again.
Great. Thank you. Looking forward to it.
And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.